Live from Southwest Florida's news source, this is Fox 4 News at 6.
4 in your corner is following breaking news. It's a story we've been following for you for nearly a week now. A fugitive ex-police officer who's accused of killing at least 3 people, including an officer, has been spotted in the San Bernardino Mountains of California.
Authorities saying they did exchange gunfire with a man they think is ex-cop Christopher Dorner. He's wanted for 3 murders, including the fatal shooting of a Riverside, California police officer. A law enforcement official telling the Associated Press that authorities were called to the area after Dorner reportedly broke into a cabin and tied up the couple who was living inside. This is a live shot here of California police crews on the scene. One of those hostages apparently that was tied up was able to get away and call 911. Authorities say when they got on scene, Dorner fired on them. They fired back.
Here's the latest on that. At least 2 law enforcement officers were hurt in that exchange of gunfire, both of them taken to hospitals in that area. Right now, it's essentially a standoff. It's unclear what kind of firepower Dorner has inside that cabin. We're working to get you the very latest information on this developing story. We also understand that Los Angeles police officials will be holding a press conference here, updating us with the latest information in just a matter of minutes. As soon as that happens, we will let you watch it for yourself live. In the meantime, you can get the latest information on fox4now.com.
We're going eastbound on Modern, passing through Turner Lake, traffic lights and none.
New at 6, a police chase comes to a wild end in Collier County. Tonight, 4 in your corner is showing you brand new video from the incident that's now at the center of an excessive force complaint with the sheriff's office. The full video is just being released tonight from the sheriff's office, showing the high-speed chase through the streets of Collier County and the questionable conclusion.
This story is getting a lot of comments from you on Facebook. You can join the conversation right now. Look for Fox 4 Now on Facebook. The suspect in this case says he was punched and tasered by deputies, which led him to file a lawsuit against the sheriff's office. Tonight, 4 in your corner's Julie Salomon showing you the newly released footage and letting you decide if deputies went too far.
Matteo Falcone says deputies went too far, knocking him to the ground and tasering him. Yesterday, he showed me edited clips of the dash cam video the night he was arrested. But what does the entire video show? Tonight, I'm showing you that high-speed chase that happened before the arrest. Back in October at around 9:30 at night, a deputy spots Matteo Falcone on his motorcycle on Livingston Road. According to the report, Falcone is going more than 65 miles per hour, where the speed limit is only 45.
Reason is reckless.
Deputies try to pull the 22-year-old over, but instead he takes them on a wild ride.
Speed is 80, traffic condition is light.
Deputies say Falcone's motorcycle reached speed as high as 110 miles per hour, and he ran several red lights.
Speed's 110, traffic conditions light, passing Oaks, eastbound still.
At one point, the deputy drives the wrong way on Immokalee Road just to catch up.
We're flipping at Huey. We're going to be back going westbound. Actually, he's into oncoming, and traffic's light. He's switching over back to the correct side of the road.
The chase lasted more than 5 miles and stopped when they reached a dead-end road.
You know, once you reach to a point where you surrendered and you know that you're going to go into custody and you expect to be treated with some type of dignity, you don't expect to be jumped by 4 grown men.
Dashcam video shows Falcone stepping off his motorcycle as a deputy knocks him to the ground. Deputies punch and even taser the 22-year-old. Did you have any weapons on you at all?
No, not at all. I was surrendered. My hands were behind my back.
The deputies involved used several vulgarities. At the end, Falcone was arrested on several charges, including fleeing and possession of marijuana.
We got over 20 there, huh? Smell that. You're not going to be smelling it for a while.
And Falcone says he plans on filing a civil lawsuit against the sheriff's office. The sheriff's office tells me they are now investigating that pursuit and the arrest. For their full statement, you can log on to fox4now.com. Reporting from Collier County tonight, Julie Salmon, Fox 4 in your corner.
All new at 6, a Collier County teenager who was found guilty of shooting and killing his mother could be set free as soon as 6 months from now. A judge deciding today that the 15-year-old boy will serve the next 6 months in a supervised juvenile moderate risk program. Last month, the teen was found guilty of manslaughter for fatally shooting his mother in 2010 while he was playing with a .22 caliber rifle. The judge in his case says if he completes the risk program, he could be released in as early as 6 months.
Cape Coral City leaders deciding to terminate the lease of a popular waterfront restaurant. 4 in Your Corner's Gabrielle Saran live at the city complex. She spoke to the owner, who says she's devastated about this. Gabrielle?
She is, Patrick. She's so disappointed. Betty Sarago's little joint, Casey River Stop, has been a fixture for 20 years. Monday night, city leaders deciding not to renew her lease. Now let's go to video from Casey's River Stop taken today. Instead, city leaders are accepting new proposals for this city-owned waterfront. Sarago was hoping for another 3-year extension on this lease and tells me she's saddened that that's not an option now.
Gosh, I'm here 20 years. I thought I did a good job. I have the most phenomenal customers in the whole wide world. I have phenomenal help that are going to need jobs.
And the restaurant's lease ends June 30th. Now council is accepting new proposals for this waterfront space from Sarago and from anyone else who has some ideas of the kind of business they'd like there. Live in Cape Coral, Gabrielle Saran, Fox 4, in your corner.
Taking you live again to California right now. Los Angeles police officials talking about one of their own former officer holed up in a cabin shooting at them. Let's listen into what they have to say right now from Los Angeles.
Well, everyone is very hopeful that this thing ends without any further bloodshed. We hope we can take this guy into custody, and we hope that he doesn't hurt anybody else. We hope none of these officers was seriously injured, which we don't know at this point. The best thing for him now would be to surrender and allow us to take him into custody, and he can face the criminal justice system. There's a tremendous sense of apprehension among our officers here, concern about the officers that are up there, and until this guy's in handcuffs and until he's in custody, none of the people in our department are going to rest. I can't give the specifics of what resources we sent. We did send some resources. They're waiting at the airport in San Bernardino now, and we're waiting to be called in by the incident commander if we're needed. Right now, we haven't been needed. And by the way, that people have been asking if the chief of police has gone out there. Chief Beck has not responded out there. He's still here. What kind of vehicle did he see? I don't have information about the vehicle that this suspect allegedly took. I've seen some videotape from the media members on that vehicle. I don't have the information about what that vehicle was.
Commander, if he is watching this, what message do you have for him right now?
If he's watching this, a message for himself is enough is enough. It's time to turn yourself in. It's time to stop the bloodshed. It's time to let this event and let this incident be over.
And Commander, your first priority is to take him alive and put him under arrest.
Well, obviously our first priority is the safety of the community around there. So I'm sure the San Bernardino sheriffs are evacuating people in that area and making sure that all the citizens there are safe and that area is locked down. Once that area is locked down and all the citizens in that area are safe, then we'll let the San Bernardino SWAT team go in there and do what they do best, which is to get this guy hopefully in custody, hopefully without any.
All right, we've been letting you listen live to Los Angeles police officials talking about one of their own, a former officer who was holed up in a cabin in the San Bernardino Mountains of California. This is about 80 miles east of Los Angeles. He is accused of killing 3 people and firing at officers today. They say he's holed up in a cabin after stealing another car. We will keep an eye on this situation, update you right now on fox4now.com throughout the newscast. And as we get more information and new images, we're taking you right back to Los Angeles.
In the meantime, the Fox 4 Storm Patrol is giving you a first look at your Mardi Gras forecast, and our Storm Patrol's Jim Sine is certainly enjoying some beautiful weather for the holiday. He is live from the Mardi Gras celebration on Fifth Avenue out there south in Naples. And he looks a little preoccupied, I guess.
Yeah, we're on TV right now. So, hey, it's a festive atmosphere, quite obviously. Yeah, we're on right now. Festive atmosphere, Fifth Avenue South. It's for Mardi Gras. On lip dub. Thank you very much. Thank you. Obviously, we're having a good time, Fifth Avenue South, downtown Naples. Perfect weather for Mardi Gras. You know, I don't think you could find a better place to have a Mardi Gras celebration outside of New Orleans than downtown in Naples. Right now, the crowd just starting to kind of gain momentum. In about a couple of minutes, thank you very much. Thank you. Mardi Gras. Thank you very much. Happy Mardi Gras. This is a tough gig, huh? Tough gig. Beautiful weather right now. We have temperatures that are falling into the 70s. If you're coming out to Fifth Avenue South to enjoy Mardi Gras, please come on out and see us. There's so much going on. There's going to be dancing on the main stage here in a couple of minutes. We'll be at 74 degrees at 7 o'clock, 73 degrees at 8, and 72 degrees at 9 o'clock. Beautiful weather tonight, a little bit breezy Fifth Avenue South. On the other side of the coin, we're also talking about Severe Weather Awareness Week, and that's what meteorologist Michelle Cunningham has been talking about on Facebook all day today. Michelle, how are you doing?
All right, we're going to come back to Michelle. We'll be talking to her about Facebook here in just a moment. We thank Jim out there with his Mardi Gras celebration. On to more news. Cape Coral police say they have the second man responsible for the robbery of a Domino's pizza store. 19-year-old Brandon Dahl was reportedly found hiding inside of a bathroom cabinet in his Cape Coral apartment last night. Police say Dahl was one of two men who robbed the Domino's Pizza on Skyline Boulevard last Thursday. The other man reportedly involved in the robbery, 25-year-old Nathan Tucker, is already in police custody. Tucker was arrested last Friday after being the subject of a manhunt right near I-75 that prompted a school lockdown. Tonight, we're learning pay bonuses could be coming for cops in Cape Coral, but with the city so cash-strapped, where would the money be coming from? That story coming up.
It is a security system designed for the Department of Defense, why it's now being put into a Florida school.
And up next, will they stay or will they go? Collier County officials making a final decision on the controversial red light cameras. That's all next.
We give you a live look at what's going on in Los Angeles, California right now. They continue to look for the latest clues as they get into a standoff with a former police officer who is holed up in a cabin, accused of killing 3 people, shooting at 2 more officers and striking them just within the past few hours. The latest for you right after this. Four in your corner, continuing to follow breaking news in California right now. A standoff is in effect right now in the San Bernardino Mountains of California. A former Los Angeles police officer who was fired back in 2008 is holed up inside a cabin after a high-speed chase and a shootout with police there. Now, you remember this started last week. This former officer said that he was declaring war on his former police department for firing him back in 2008. He's killed 3 people, including another police officer. He is now accused of shooting at officers today. 2 of them were hit by bullets and taken to the hospital. He is inside that cabin. As soon as we get the latest information for you, we'll pass it on air. Any other info you need in the meantime, you can get on fox4now.com.
Red light cameras in Collier County could be taken down at the end of the month, but one county commissioner wanted the board to take one last look at the issue before removing the cameras. 4 in your corner's Julie Salomon joins us now with what the board decided today.
During today's meeting, Commissioner Donna Fiala fought to keep those cameras in Collier County. Currently, there are red light cameras at more than a dozen intersections in Naples. Back in December, commissioners voted to get rid of the red light cameras in Collier County after the county's contract with the camera company expires February 28th. Commissioner Donna Fiala wanted the board to reconsider and look at this again and just let the cameras stay, urging they make Collier County roads safer. Sheriff Kevin Rambosk and others spoke at today's meeting.
Because the cameras are there, they said they've been driving safer at all intersections, regardless of whether there are cameras or not.
Commissioners voted, and those cameras will be taken down in Collier County. When commissioners made that decision, some audience members applauded. Reporting in Collier County tonight, Julie Salmon, Fox 4 in your corner.
All right, thank you, Julie. Miss Michelle joining us now. It is a Mardi Gras still officially, and a lot of people out enjoying the weather tonight for this Mardi Gras here in Southwest Florida.
Especially Jim Sion, apparently.
That's for sure.
I know, he's getting lots of hugs, lots of love down on 5th Avenue, so you're wondering how it's looking tonight for those festivities. How's it going down there, Jim?
Things are good. I got to tell you the truth. I got here about an hour and a half ago, and I was a little disappointed. It seemed kind of subdued. But here in the last 45 minutes, things have started to get rolling. I think maybe everyone had maybe a little sippy or a little Mardi Gras imbibing or whatever. One of the things I do want to point out is the fact that I brought my tuba here because I figured there'd be some Dixieland bands to go ahead and join in and sit in. This is the only brass horn I've seen in the last hour. Have you guys seen any trumpets or trombones? No, that's the only thing we're missing here at 5th Avenue South. We have everything else. We have the beads, we have the crowds, we have, well, we have music. There's music down on one corner, music down on the other corner, and just behind me, one thing we are going to have are the dancing girls, the recreational tappers, yes. They actually tell me that their oldest tap dancer is 84 years old, so that's spectacular. They were supposed to start at 6 o'clock. Well, I'm telling everybody. I'm telling everybody about it. All right, it is going to be a beautiful night for the Mardi Gras celebration on 5th Avenue South. If you're coming out, expect temperatures to be in the 70s. They're going to fall very slowly through the 70s. A little bit of a breeze right now. That wind is going to be dying down as we get to the mid-evening. We have temperatures that are going to be very, very comfortable in the short term, but As we look toward tomorrow morning, we're concerned about some patchy fog and also a very strong cold front that's going to bring us a chance for rain and definitely some colder temperatures. Let's see how much rain we're going to get and how cold it's going to get. Meteorologist Michelle Cunningham has our Storm Patrol forecast. Hi, Michelle.
And I do, Jim. It looks like we are going to have one more day where temperatures are going to top out in the 80s, and then we are in for some strong weather. We are going to get not only, as Jim mentioned, some rain, but also some cooler temperatures headed our way across southwest Florida. Tomorrow, again, a mix of clouds and sun, a little bit of patchy fog in the morning. Another warm day, so if you have plans, get out early and enjoy it. Looks like winter's returning quickly. Showers very likely, 50% chance Thursday, 50% chance Friday. By Friday evening, they start to taper off. We could see a few lingerers on Saturday morning. I'm hoping they will clear out more quickly than that. And then by Sunday, a whole lot of sunshine. That cool, dry air moves in quickly and temperatures drop with a high of 66 degrees on Sunday. Be careful, guys. Winter's coming back.
Still ahead, why an expensive and questionable trip paid for with your tax dollars has Edison State College officials on the hot seat.
Plus, how would you like Mountain Dew for breakfast? The new product that's aimed at giving you the oh-so-needed morning pick-me-up. And we continue to stay on top of breaking news out of Southern California tonight. This is the live scene right here as authorities are in a standoff with a fugitive ex-LAPD police officer. 2 deputies have been shot in gunfire exchanged between the two. We're getting more information from the scene. We've got the very latest coming up next. Mountain Dew is headed to your breakfast menu. Pepsi, the parent company of Mountain Dew, is rolling out a new fruit-flavored Mountain Dew beverage called Kickstart. It's a mix of juice and Mountain Dew that offers a little less caffeine than the energy drink or a cup of coffee, say. Orange, citrus, and fruit punch flavors are Mountain Dew. Kickstart is going to hit stores on the 25th. And a heads up if you're a fan of lean cuisine, there's a recall being issued tonight after reports that glass shards were found in some of those prepackaged meals. Officials say the recall affects Lean Cuisine's culinary collection mushroom mezzaluna ravioli. They have a best before date of December 2013. If you have those in your freezer right now, the company says throw them away immediately. Still ahead, high-tech cameras, tablet computer monitoring, all to keep an eye on your child. See what Florida school is using military-grade security to protect its kids. But first, Cape Coral police officers could be getting a pay bonus. But with the city tightening its belt, we're trying to figure out where that money is coming from. That's all coming up next.
Live from Southwest Florida's news source, this is Fox 4 News at 6.
4 Corner staying on top of breaking news tonight. Police in California say a fugitive ex-cop has barricaded himself inside a cabin in Big Bear that's just east of Los Angeles.
You can see what they're dealing with. Snowy mountains here. Christopher Dorner is accused of killing at least 3 people, including a Riverside, California police officer last week and 2 others. He's been on the run since last weekend. Here is what we know, and we just want to tell you, see that picture on the left part of your screen? They're checking every car that comes down this mountain road to make sure he's not somehow trying to sneak in somebody's car, perhaps a gun to somebody's head, and get out of the region. So that's what you're looking at in this video right now. Now, the latest is that he allegedly broke into a home in the Big Bear area, tied up the couple inside there. One of those hostages was able to escape and call 911. At that point, Dorner allegedly stole the couple's car and took off. That led to a police chase. He exchanged gunfire with 2 deputies when he ran into a roadblock, just like the one we just showed you. 2 deputies were shot in that shootout. They were airlifted from the scene. The Fox television station in Los Angeles is reporting that one of those officers was in fact killed today. We'll continue to work on confirming more on that. After the shootout, he apparently ran into the woods, barricaded himself inside a cabin. This is a developing story. Just minutes ago, police officials spoke about this, saying they believe he could be watching the search for him on TV. So they talked directly into the cameras, telling him to give himself up.
If he's watching this, a message for himself is enough is enough. It's time to turn yourself in. It's time to stop the bloodshed. It's time to let this event and let this incident be over.
Once again, giving you a look at a roadblock they have set up right now, checking every car that comes out of this mountainous area to make sure he's not in there. We also understand police officials are now asking all of these big television stations in the Los Angeles area, this is all happening about 80 miles outside the city, they're asking the stations not to broadcast live anymore because they're concerned that could be giving him information on what police are up to. We'll continue to keep an eye on the situation, keep you updated on this newscast, and you can get the very latest on fox4now.com. We've got some more local news for you right now. Tonight, 4 in Your Corner is learning that Cape Coral leaders are considering a more than $500,000 bonus for one city department.
Gabrielle Saran live from City Hall with what she's uncovered tonight. Gabrielle.
Yes, Emily, the city does not want this info leaked, but in a closed-door meeting, I learned council is discussing a bonus for police department employees and other contract terms. And this is still in an infant stage. A contract must be drawn with the union before it is presented as an ordinance and then voted on by City Hall. Live in Cape Coral, Gabrielle Saran, Fox 4. In your corner.
The Fox 4 Storm Patrol has your only live local forecast at 6:30, and the Storm Patrol's Jim Sign enjoying some beautiful weather for Mardi Gras. He's live at a Fat Tuesday celebration on 5th Avenue South in beautiful Naples. Jim?
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed that I've got to come back to the station after all the celebrating tonight, 'cause it's really starting to get rolling. We have the 3 Bs. We have bands, we have beads, and we have beverages. And I've noticed a lot of people enjoying a couple of beverages here as we kind of enjoy Fat Tuesday, 5th Avenue South, downtown Naples. So much going on. Matter of fact, I mentioned the fact that we had some dancers that were going to take the stage. They were expected to go on at 6 o'clock. They're just now taking the stage. They're the Recreation Tappers. And I understand the oldest member is 84 years young. That's just one of the things that's going on downtown 5th Avenue South. We have music. We obviously have some great weather as temperatures are falling through the 70s right now. Had a good breeze earlier today. I actually saw some wind gusts up over 25 miles per hour. Those winds dying down significantly, although there's still going to be a breeze here for the next couple of hours or so. So our temperatures will fall through the low 70s. You won't need a jacket if you want to come out and enjoy Mardi Gras here at 5th Avenue South in downtown Naples. We're having a good time, right? Indeed. This is Severe Weather Awareness Week, and Michelle Cunningham, our meteorologist back at the station, is focusing on lightning tonight, something very important for people that live in Florida.
That's right, Jim. It is, especially it's spring sports season. I know a lot of the sports are getting back. We're having parents and we're having a lot of kids at those fields every single night. So you can see where most of the lightning deaths, where they do occur, open fields, ballparks, golf courses, 23% under trees, and then beach and boats. So because of our beautiful atmosphere and our beautiful weather here, we have a lot of outdoor activities. So we want to be sure that everyone is very careful when it comes to lightning. And we have some video to show you. Of course, we are just so familiar with all these lightning strikes, and every year in the United States alone, more than 400 people are struck by lightning. Between 55 and 60 will die from lightning strikes, and of course a direct strike is deadly at 50,000 degrees Fahrenheit. A lightning bolt hotter than the surface of the sun. We live in the thunderstorm capital of the United States, and of course you need to monitor the weather, particularly in the summer. Watch for those darkening skies, increasing winds, and rumbles of thunder. We have more tips on our Facebook page. Back to the desk.
Another nuclear bomb test by North Korea is putting our country and the rest of the world on alert tonight. The test was conducted underground. It triggered a magnitude 5 earthquake. The nuclear test is in direct defiance of United Nations Security Council orders for that country. U.S. officials are calling this nuclear test, quote, highly provocative.
President Obama is expected to address North Korea's nuclear test in his State of the Union address tonight. The president has been criticized for his administration's handling of North Korea. The president also expected to announce that 34,000 U.S. troops will be home from Afghanistan by this time next year. After the speech, Florida U.S. Senator Marco Rubio will give the Republican Party's response. These are pictures from earlier today as Senator Rubio is prepping for that speech coming up tonight. And you can watch the State of the Union address and the GOP response starting tonight at 9 o'clock right here on Fox 4 with Fox 4 News right after that coverage.
The Collier County School District is hoping to see dollar signs through a unique new fundraising plan. 4 in Your Corner's Katie Jones joins us from Naples to explain the district's idea to add advertising in some unlikely places.
In today's world of budget cuts and layoffs, the Collier County School Board is looking for new ways to bring in bucks and improve education. At today's school board meeting, members approved a policy to allow advertising on district property. Commercial advertisements would be shown on district vehicles, the education channel, school-sponsored publications like yearbooks, and athletic events. But there's a catch. Advertisers can only show a name, number, and website, and you can only work with the school district if you play by their rules. That means no drugs, alcohol, violence, or illegal activity of any kind. So with all these restrictions, what can be advertised, and will businesses bite? Those are the questions we took to the superintendent, and we'll hear what she has to say tonight at 10. Reporting in Naples, Katie Jones, Fox 4 in your corner.
Tonight, a Florida school is getting armed with a security system that was designed for the Department of Defense. All new at 6, Fox's Holly Bristow explains how the high-tech security camera system could keep your child safer in the classroom.
If you saw something suspicious and you wanted to be able to zoom in on that, you can adjust the pan and tilt camera, take a closer look.
Justin Thompson isn't scoping out a classified location. He's showing off part of a new network of security cameras at Merritt Island Christian School.
This system is a little bit unique because it was originally developed for a DoD type of application, and so we're installing it here kind of as a test bed to see how well we can make it work for this particular type of application.
The Century Spear is the most visible part of the system. It's on a trailer so it can be moved anywhere on the campus. Perched atop this mast, 2 cameras, one stationary, the other can be maneuvered around. Those and several other cameras will be strategically placed around campus, can be controlled by this tablet that the school security guard will carry with him at all times.
You want to be able to keep visual eyes throughout the campus at all times.
These high-tech cameras have the ability to analyze what they see.
Even something as simple as a no parking zone. You can identify if there's a vehicle parked there.
It's all backed up by a distributed recording system, meaning what the camera sees will be recorded and stored in more than one location.
If there's a power outage in one building but not the other, not everything is affected.
Making it hard to destroy potential evidence. The school superintendent, Dr. Nancy Detra, will be able to monitor the whole campus from her desk as well. She says it's one more system to keep her students safe.
The system typically costs between $80,000 and $100,000, but the school is getting it for free since they've agreed to be a test school for this security system. Would you want this security system in your child's school? Do you think it would help better protect them? Why or why not? Log on to our Facebook page. That's at facebook.com/Fox4Now right now and join our live conversation. Once again, facebook.com/Fox4Now.
Still ahead, if you're hitting the gym and not seeing results, there's one thing that could be missing from your workout. What it is coming up.
But first, what does a whitewater rafting trip have to do with educating your children? 4 in Your Corner investigates the controversial trip taken by Edison State College officials. All that is coming up. We're also staying on top of breaking news out of Southern California tonight. This is a live shot here on the right side of your screen as a standoff with a fugitive ex-cop continues right now. 2 deputies already shot today. We are getting more from the scene coming up right after the break.
4 in Your Corner continuing to follow breaking news in California right now. A standoff with a fugitive former police officer. They got a call this afternoon about a stolen vehicle. The vehicle was stopped. That's when this former police officer fled into the mountains. He barricaded himself inside a cabin. We understand he's still there right now. Exchanged gunfire with deputies in the area. He's accused of killing 3 people, including a police officer last week. Now he's accused of shooting 2 officers in that shootout today. And the Fox station in Los Angeles is unfortunately reporting that one of the deputies shot today has died. You're looking at a live look right now as deputies check every vehicle that leaves this part of the San Bernardino Mountains, about 80 miles east of Los Angeles. We'll continue to have the very latest information for you as they keep these roadblocks, trying to keep this guy hemmed into this area and bring this to what we hope will be a peaceful close. The latest information for you on Fox4Now.com. A big story locally. For the past couple of years, we've reported on it. It's been a rough couple of years for students at Edison State College. Broken promises from administrators pushing the school to the brink of losing its accreditation.
While thousands of students were left high and dry, they and you were unknowingly paying for top administrators to get their feet wet on an exotic whitewater rafting trip 3,000 miles away. In this special report, 4 in Your Corner investigator Matt Grant dives in to find out more.
Matt Grant, Fox 4 in Your Corner.
If you go to our website, we have a link to Zimmerman's endorsement of the Whitewater Institute along with the college's full response so you can judge for yourself if this trip was worth your tax dollars.
Storm Patrol meteorologist Michelle Cunningham rejoining us. Mardi Gras, Fat Tuesday. I mean, the weather's important for a lot of people.
It was kind of soggy out there in New Orleans, but it is improving, and of course, it's been beautiful across Southwest Florida. So Naples Mardi Gras looking good tonight. Our Jim Sion is there. Jim, what's it like out there? We know you're having tons of fun tonight.
Yes, we are having a lot of fun. I brought the tuba out. It's probably the only day of the year that it's an appropriate prop when it's Mardi Gras. But we do have a viewer, a Fox 4 viewer, whose son plays the tuba, and she's right here behind the camera, and she made me promise that I would play a couple of notes for her son who's home watching. So here we go, with my apologies in advance, very quickly. There you go. So you're much too kind, but thank you. There you go. That was just for your son. It's obviously a very festive atmosphere, 5th Avenue South, downtown Naples. A lot of bands, a lot of people enjoying a few sippy-sippies, if you will. There's a band on the stage behind me, the Recreational Tappers. I understand that they're one of the most beloved bands in all of Southwest Florida, beloved dance groups, I should say. One of the members actually 84 years old, and they performed their first number. The ovation was about 100 times like the one, better than the one that I got for playing the tuba. We have temperatures that are falling through the 70s. Quite obviously, you can tell that it's a beautiful, beautiful evening, and it's going to stay beautiful. As the breeze is going to die down a little bit, we had wind gusts today over 25 miles per hour. Now that breeze more at about 5 to 7. We'll see those temperatures falling through the 70s, so come on out and join us. Plenty of time for you to get downtown, 5th Avenue South. Just walk up and down and take it all in. We have a cold front forecast, and it is going to change our weather. Meteorologist Michelle Cunningham has that and much more.
Jim certainly picked a great night to be out there. We are in store for a cold front. We have some rain in the forecast, and it looks like wintertime temperatures are going to be returning across Southwest Florida. Thursday, Friday, rain in the forecast. Saturday, I'm hoping for a nice day, maybe a few showers in the morning, and then that cool, dry air clears it out. And Sunday, a high temperature only 66 degrees. We'll send it back to the news desk.
Are you doing a million crunches and still not getting the abs you want? Why you may be focusing on the wrong area. Next.
Do you ever wonder where a lot of these movie stars and fitness gurus get those great abs? Well, experts say they're probably working their core muscles, and tonight we're showing you how to do the same. And we are keeping an eye on a developing story in California right now. A former police officer accused of killing at least 4 people holed up right now. The latest on the standoff next.
4 in your corner is continuing to follow breaking news in California, a standoff with a fugitive former police officer.
Authorities got a call about a stolen vehicle. The vehicle was stopped. That's when that former officer, Christopher Dorner, fled. He barricaded himself inside a cabin, exchanged gunfire. 2 deputies in the area were shot and airlifted. Now, the TV station associated with Fox in Los Angeles had been reporting one of those deputies actually died from those gunshot injuries. Now we're getting late word from the Los Angeles Police Department that at last check, according to them, both officers in critical condition. So a lot of prayers going out tonight, hoping that both of those deputies survive this situation. We'll continue to keep you updated on fox4now.com throughout the night. And once again, we want to just give you the latest. This deputy, or this former police officer rather, barricaded inside.
We'll see you